So we've looked at what learning power is and what it means to you. We've had a think about an example of a learning powered lesson. Hopefully you've had a bit of chance to reflect on the learning power that's in your lessons and why learning power is important to you. Chapter 3 is all about setting the scene for learning power. So it's all about kind of getting the basics right, getting things in place so that you're ready to use that as a launch pad to go deeper with all of the design principles in learning power. So for this one, I'm going to give you 3 little takeaways to go away and kind of reflect on in your classroom and think how you can kind of tighten up, adjust what's going well, what you could kind of change slightly. So number 1, kindness. Kindness is the absolute bedrock to everything. If you have a classroom of kind, thoughtful, caring learners, they will all be looking out for one another. Everyone will be happy, everyone will have friends, everything will run smoothly. If there's a problem, they'll know how to solve it, and they'll have all of this kind of love and care and togetherness as part of their classroom. It's super important. So how are you promoting kindness in your classroom? How are you encouraging kindness? How are you going deeper with kindness? How are you getting obsessed with kindness? Kindness, kindness, kindness. Kindness rocks. How far can you go with that? So that's number 1. Number 2, routines. Children love routines. It helps them to feel safe. If they know what's going to happen when, and you kind of, if that changes, you're talking to them about it and why, and you're including them in that. So how tight are your routines? If there's any that are a bit shabby, and believe me, it's something I find quite tricky in my classroom sometimes, how can you involve the children in tightening those up? And how can you make that really great so your classroom's running smoothly, all those routines are tight, and you're ready to go? Kindness, routines. Number 3, not behaviour management, behaviour empowerment. How are you empowering your learners to show the right learning behaviours, to be really engaged with their learning, to understand how their behaviour affects others, and how they're involved in that process and reflecting on that process so they're getting ever better and buying ever more into your ethos.